Good morning, and welcome to the Financial Optimist. Today, I want to introduce you to a topic that I call the spending spectrum. Because as we go through life, we're going to have to spend money. And as we're shopping for various items, we have to decide just how much money are we willing to spend and what are we looking to get in return. So on the spectrum here, we see that on one side, we have items that are more expensive but in better condition. On the other side, items that are of lower cost but in poorer condition. And everything in the middle. So as I shop for various items, I have to consider how much money is it worth and what level of condition and quality am I looking for. So here we have new, which is the most common way to buy something. You just go to the store, you go to a website, you buy it, you pay full price, you have it shipped to your house, and the advantage of new items is it comes with a package deal. You get free shipping, free return shipping, 30-day money-back guarantee, a 1-year warranty, comes with all the cables and accessories, and it's in great condition. But the downside is you're paying full price. And of course, I never pay full price for anything, which is why I usually recommend to most people they get refurbished instead of new, because refurbished comes with the same package deal as new, but for a lower price. You almost always get free shipping, free returns, warranty, all the accessories, but you save about 15 to 20%. So this is overall a great deal most of the time for most people. And it's simple, it's easy. You just find the item, add to cart, buy it, no fuss, no muss. So for many people, this is the best option. Sometimes if refurbished isn't available, you might find something open box or like new. Basically, the box is open, maybe they used it once or twice, put it back in, so it's effectively almost brand new, but it's technically used. And so you can save a bit of money that way. Sometimes it comes with a package deal, sometimes it doesn't. Refurbished was usually a customer return item. It was broken, they returned it, the company fixed it, now they sell it as a functioning item with their guarantees. So these are both great deals to save some money. It just depends on what comes with it and how much they charge. So now we have used. And this is typically the first category where you don't get much of a package deal. Usually you're paying for shipping. Usually you either can't return it, or if you can, you're paying return shipping. Typically there's no warranty. Sometimes it'll come with accessories, sometimes not. So it's only worthwhile to get used if the price is right. It has to be a fairly substantial discount over refurbished, otherwise it's not worth it. For used poor condition, typically these items are fully functioning, but they have a lot of cosmetic damage. Lots of scratches and dings and dents and scuffs in them. So if you're someone that doesn't mind an item that looks fairly rough around the edges, but is functionally just fine, you can save a lot of money by getting this. And then broken for parts is the cheapest way to buy something, but of course, it's broken. It doesn't work. So this category is not for the faint of heart. Typically, it's only for people who are very good at repairing things, at fixing things, and you don't mind taking a lot of risk. If you want to buy something that's broken, repair it yourself. You can save a considerable sum of money, but you're taking a lot of risk and you have to know what you're doing. So I don't recommend this category to most people. But I have purchased items in all of these categories in the past, and they usually work out just fine. So here's a good example. Here is a MacBook that I bought years ago. This right here is the model of 2017. It's the 12-inch MacBook, which at the time was the entry-level base model MacBook for $1,200 brand new. Now I bought it back in 2021 as a used computer. And at the time, used computers were going for roughly $400, but I saw a listing for only $300. Catch is, it was labeled as broken for parts. So I looked a little deeper into it, and it stated that it really worked fine. However, the screen sometimes flickered. That's why they put it in this category. So I decided I'll take a gamble on it. I'll buy it, and I'll see if it works fine for me. Sure enough, the screen doesn't flicker. I've never had a problem. It works just fine. Yeah, it's got a few scuffs on it, but that's fine. It really should have been put in this category, used poor. Instead, they mislabeled it as this, and so I saved over $100 just because they put it in the wrong category. So I saved a bit of money, and for me, it worked out fine. But you're definitely taking a lot of risk there. So let's say I was going to replace this laptop with whatever current entry-level base model laptop that Apple sells. Well, that would be this here, the 13-inch MacBook Air, and it has the infamous M4 processor, which means it's the current model. It just came out. It's brand new. It comes with the whole package deal, free delivery, free returns, a 1-year warranty, all cables and accessories. It comes with everything you want, but you're paying $1,000 for it. So naturally, I'm going to want to save some money. So the next option is to get certified refurbished by the manufacturers. The same model of computer. It comes with more or less about the same deal. The return window is only 14 days. It comes with a 1-year limited warranty, but it's the same computer. It's guaranteed to work from Apple, and it's only $850. That's a 15% discount off the new price for what is effectively the same thing. So if you're someone that likes to buy direct from the manufacturer, you don't want to bother with third-party sellers, you just want something you know is going to work, and you want to save some money, certified refurbished is a great way to go. But let's say you want to save a little more money. Well, here we have the same laptop sold refurbished condition, but it's sold by a third-party seller, not by Apple. The price is a bit less, $800 even, so that's 20% off the new price for what is effectively a new computer. It comes with free delivery, warranty, it comes with the cables and accessories, but notice 30-day returns and the seller pays for shipping. So it's free return shipping for 30 days. The certified refurbished only offers a 14-day return window. This one offers a 30-day return window. So the package deal is actually better and they charge a lower price. So overall, this is better value than certified refurbished. If I was going to buy an M4, this is the way I would buy it. Now, sometimes if you can't find refurbished, you can find open box. This particular one does come with a 1-year warranty, 30-day return shipping, free shipping. It comes with all accessories. This one is the same package deal as refurbished and the same price, so it's more or less the same value. The only difference was this was just open box and this one is refurbished. But overall, they're both a good deal. Now let's say you want to buy it used. Here's a used one for sale, the same model of computer. But this one you'll notice is not that much less, $742 plus $28 shipping, which means it's $770. It's only $30 less than the refurbished one, but it's used instead of refurbished. So what are you losing for that? Well, you'll notice it has 30-day returns, but in this case, the buyer pays return shipping. So if you do want to return it, you're paying the $28 again to ship it back to them. And if you check down here in the description, you'll notice it says right here, there's a 15% restocking fee. So if you do need to return it, you're paying a 15% fee and $28 for return shipping. So that $30 you're saving doesn't really count for much. And you'll notice here it says, no accessories, device only. Which means if it doesn't come with a charger, you're going to spend an extra $30 just buying another charger, and it's only saving you $30. So it'll effectively become $800, but it's not refurbished, it's used. So you're really not saving anything. Now here it is pictured with a charger, so I might message the seller, ask him if it does or doesn't. But overall, this just isn't cheap enough. For the condition, for the package deal, I say it's worth about $700 if they offer free shipping, because then you're saving $100 off refurbished, you're losing out on potential warranty, you're losing out on the free return shipping. It's potentially not quite as good a condition, but you can save some money. In this case, I would not recommend this listing unless he lowered his price a bit. Now, what if you want to get it damaged for parts? This right here is the same computer, it's the M4. It's sold as damaged for parts, it's water damaged, but you'll notice there's no returns whatsoever, no warranty, and it doesn't even come with a charging cable. It's just a broken computer. So if you're wanting to save some money, maybe broken for parts is the way to go, but notice the price. $650 plus he wants almost $20 for shipping, so you're paying about $670 when the used one was $770. So you're only saving $100 for a broken computer? Not worth it. This guy needs to cut his price by about half. Maybe you could hit the make an offer feature and offer him $300 or $400. Maybe he takes the offer. Maybe you fix it yourself and you get yourself a working computer for a few $100 less. But again, I would not recommend this. The price is too high and it's only worthwhile for people who know how to fix computers. So I would completely skip this listing. Now when it comes to used in poor condition, I couldn't find one for the M4 because it just came out. But what about this older M3? It's only a year old. It works just fine. It's in a bit of a poor cosmetic shape. You'll notice here, it's got a few nicks and scratches around the corners, a few dings and dents. Nothing too severe. It's purely cosmetic, but it functions fine. It comes with a charger, but notice the price, $565. That's more than $200 less than the used price, and it comes with free shipping. So if you're looking to save some money, this is a much better option because it's 1 year old is the older model, and it's in a bit of a poor condition. You save a lot of money. But notice the seller does not accept returns. So you are taking a bit of a risk there. It's possible it doesn't work out as well. You can't return it. You're buying it as is, but the price is right. For what you're getting, for what comes with the package deal, he is charging the appropriate price. But if you're going to get the older M3, why not take it a step further and get the M2? So this is 2 models ago, 2 generations ago, but you notice the price is even better at $455. So it's more than $100 cheaper than the M3, and it comes with free shipping. But notice this, 30-day returns with the seller paying the shipping. So here, if I buy it and I return it, I can return it free of charge, all my money back. So the package deal for the M2 is actually better than the package deal for the M3 because I can return it. And it's over $100 less. So this M2 is even better value than that M3. And at $455, it's less than half the price of a brand new M4. I could get a used M2. So if I was buying a used computer, this would be a very tempting offer because of the price and the overall package. As far as the condition goes, it does have some cosmetic damage. Functionally, everything works just fine, but this is a very tempting offer. But if I'm going to buy the older M2, why not go all the way and buy the M1? Now here is the 2020 model M1 MacBook. So it's 5 years old, but look at the price. $325. And the shipping is only $14. So you're talking about $340, which is more than 65% cheaper than the brand new M4. You can get a used M1. So if I was buying a new computer, this would be a very tempting offer because the price is absolutely right. Granted, it's an older model. Granted, it's used, but it comes with a charger cable, and you look at the condition, cosmetically, it's actually in pretty good shape. There's not more than a handful of scuffs on it. This is what I would call consistent with 5 years of normal wear and tear. So the condition is great, the price is right, and for what it is, it's very good value. And so if I was buying a computer, I would very seriously consider this because it's 3 years newer than my current computer, and for about the same price that I bought that one for as well. So this is a great value. But you have to ask yourself, is the M1 good enough? It's 5 years old now. And I would say for most people, it'll work just fine. Most people use their laptops for web browsing. Surfing the web, reading your emails, watching YouTube videos like this one, watching the news, basic Microsoft Office, word processing, those types of tasks. And if you're just looking for a basic entry-level computer, you can't go wrong with this one. Now, if you're someone that does actually need the computer for the more advanced features, you do need the newer model. You have the M2 right there, the M3 right there, and the M4 right there. So if you do need a newer model, you have many options available at many price points. They're all great options, and you can save a lot of money. So if I was replacing my computer today, these are the options I would be considering. And so as we look back on the spending spectrum, we realize there are items for every single one of these categories, and sometimes the price is right, sometimes it's not. But as you go through life and you're looking at saving money, this is one of the major areas we can improve ourselves when it comes to personal finance. Because the key to financial prosperity isn't by earning more money, it's by spending less money. If you can spend less money, that's money you can put in the bank, you can save it, you can invest it, you can grow your wealth even faster by spending less money, which means you can buy a house sooner and you can retire sooner. And that's what we're all about here, is making home ownership a reality and making retirement a reality here at the Financial Optimist. I'm very optimistic about my finances, and I want you to be optimistic about yours too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.